Okay, guys, this is breaking news, trying to get it out to you as fast as we can. So the play-in stage of Worlds just officially finished. Obviously, didn't go so well for North America. Very, very unfortunate stuff. But immediately after the play-in stage, we did have the Swiss stage drawing. So we now know every first-round matchup for these teams in the first round of the Swiss stage. In this video today, we're going to be showing you guys all those matchups, talking a little bit about each of them, when they're going to be taking place, all of that good stuff. Of course, as always, all of our Worlds and off-season coverage is powered by Holy. Make sure you guys check out that first link in the description below. Use discount code SE5 to get a nice little discount on their energy drinks, iced tea, whatever your hydration needs are. A healthier alternative to energy drinks. Really, really cool. Check them out. With that being said, let's get right into this today. So again, this literally just finished. As soon as the last ball was pulled and the last match was placed, I started uploading this video. So hopefully we'll be able to get this out to you guys as soon as we can. We have the 8 different matchups for the first round of Swiss. In the first matchup, we have Hanwha Life against PSG. We have FlyQuest against Gigabyte Marines, obviously being one of the 2 North American teams left now. FlyQuest with 100 Thieves being eliminated. Very, very sad, very tragic, whatever. We do have G2 against Pain Gaming. We have BLG against Mad Lions. We have Top Esports against T1. We have Team Liquid against LNG. We have Fnatic against Damwon. And then we have Gen.G against Weibo. So some very, very interesting stuff going on here. I do believe in this first round of the matchups, you could not have the same region of teams playing. But I think later on, obviously, you will be able to. We'll see what happens from here. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. I had felt a sneeze coming that whole time. But some very, very interesting and key takeaways from me here. Some of the things that I think are the most interesting is, one, the difference between the LCS 1 seed and the LCS 2 seed. It's like, damn, obviously in the LCS we had a very, very close finals, and Team Liquid winning that matchup or losing that matchup was the difference between them playing against Gigabyte Marines in that first game and playing against LNG in that first game. Now, obviously, Gigabyte Marines is a very, very historic team and organization. They've historically performed above their weight at Worlds. They've been very, very tough. Gigabyte Marines is no easy matchup for FlyQuest by any means, but obviously I would rather play against Gigabyte Marines than LNG. So Team Liquid did get a very, very harder draw. But there is also maybe some merit to getting an easier first round matchup because, hey, TL, they're going to lose to LNG probably, and then they'll never have to play LNG again. But no, you want to get wins. You want to, obviously, everyone is chasing those 3 wins as fast as they can get them. So starting out 1-0 is a huge, huge, huge blessing. And that is obviously something that is very, very big and very, very important. Hanwha Life against PSG, that should be very, very interesting. Obviously, PSG has looked like a pretty strong team, but Hanwha Life's going to be a heavy favorite there. FlyQuest against Gigabyte Marines. I honestly am very curious to see how FlyQuest is going to show up and perform. Obviously, they were the unexpected champions of the LCS, the unexpected favorites. But, if LCS is going to be a strong region this year, if they are going to perform well, obviously that is a game that they are going to need to win. And if FlyQuest wants to have a chance to make it out, Gigabyte Marines is a team that they're going to have to beat anyway. G2 against PNG, obviously, we did have just Pain Gaming, finishing up with Worlds and everything there in the play-in. So G2, this should be another hopefully pretty easy win for G2. A nice little start. Pain Gaming showed some promise during the play-in stages, but they also, they weren't perfect. They weren't dominant by any means. So again, if G2 is a legitimate threat, a legitimate contender, a top 5-ish team at Worlds this year, Pain Gaming should be an easy matchup for them. So G2, I think, got an okay draw at the first. But again, most of the Pool 4 teams aren't very strong. Obviously, G2 wasn't going to be playing against Mad Lions. So I guess you wanted to dodge PSG, which they did. But yeah, Pain Gaming, I think you're pretty happy with that drawing for G2. And then you have BLG against Mad Lions. A little bit unfortunate for Mad Lions. Obviously, they had a 33% chance to draw FlyQuest, which is definitely who they would have wanted to draw. But they end up with a BLG instead. I mean, hey, Mad Lions, you're going to have to show up. You're going to have to play well. But like I said, hey, if you lose to BLG, you will never have to play them ever again. So maybe that's okay. And it is nice in the Swiss stage now. Obviously, with there being no groups of death or no, must-win games or anything like that. Even if you lose the first matchup, hey, hopefully you get a better second-round draw. So, a lot of these teams with very, very tough first-round matchups are probably going to be struggling. But also, there's a ton of amazing teams at Worlds this year. When they were looking at the Pool 2 and Pool 3 teams, Pool 2 and Pool 3 was absolutely stacked. There's no way to really get a great draw in this thing with so many great Korean and Chinese teams. So it's all going to be about who is able to hopefully put up a competitive game in their first matchup, come in with a good game plan and stuff like that. But then you can see here, these Worlds matchups start on October 3rd. I don't know what September has 30 days in it. So yeah, these matchups are just 4 days away. They're going to be starting on Thursday. So you don't have a ton of time to prepare, but obviously the teams who come in with a good game plan to these matchups are going to be rewarded for that. But then whether you win or lose, the next games are on October 4th. So it's going to be a very, very quick turnaround, and you're going to find out who you play, obviously, on October 3rd, and then you're going to have to play them the very, very next day. So depending on how these matchups go, you're not going to have a ton of prep time for your second round opponent. So you're going to have a very, very good and strong week of scrims and preparation and draft analysis and everything, because yeah, it's going to be very, very crazy. It's going to be quick. You could play on the 3rd, you could play on the 4th, then you could have to play on the 7th, and then you could be eliminated. So if you have a bad week, you could literally be out during this first week of Worlds. So that is going to be very, very interesting. We do have Top Esports against T1. That is probably the most banger first round matchup. That's probably where the most hype and excitement is going to be. Obviously, T1. People are always hyped up and excited about them. Top Esports, we get the Korea-Chinese matchups. That's going to be fun to watch. TL against LNG. Obviously, TL is probably going to be pretty heavy underdogs, but they're also going to be looking to prove that they are the best North American team, that they're one of the best teams in the West, that they can compete even with the likes of G2 and some of these top teams. And hey, Western teams have pulled off upsets before. Crazier things have happened. Obviously, Team Liquid coming off of losing the LCS finals, so you could argue they're not necessarily in the best form or best spirits or whatever, but maybe that lights a fire under them. Maybe that drives them. Maybe that excites them. They'll have to get up and show out strong. We do have Fnatic against Damwon. Obviously, this is an interesting matchup. Fnatic is a beatable Korean team, possibly. Damwon has not been unbeatable or insane this year like Damwon has looked like some years in the past. I do believe this Damwon team is a little bit more inexperienced than some of the ones in the past. So maybe they'll have some Worlds rust, maybe some Worlds nerves. Fnatic has a chance to maybe get this done. Fnatic would be maybe one of my upset picks here in the first round, or one of the teams most likely or most possible at least to pull off an upset. And then finally, like I said, rounding out these matchups, we do have Gen G against Weibo. That will be another absolute banger. And some years we come to Worlds and it seems like Korea just has China's number, whatever the drafts, the meta, the analysis, the matchups, who knows? Maybe it's just an up or down year for China or Korea or whatever. Seems like, sometimes either China's dominating Korea or Korea's dominating China. So we do get a couple Korea versus Chinese matchups. Those would be very, very interesting to watch. We don't get anything NA versus EU yet in this first matchup, but I'm sure some of those are set to come either in the second or third round. We'll have to see what happens there. But again, this is the Swiss matchups. This is the Swiss bracket. It is a race to three wins, and it is a race to avoid 3 losses, 3 wins, and you advance to the bracket. 3 losses, and you are going home. You guys can see here how it works. If you win, you go to the 1-0 matchups. If you lose, you go to the 0-1s. And in the next matchup, you're going to be playing another team who's 0-1. If you are 0-1, you're going to be playing another team who's 1-0 if you are 1-0. So definitely let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. What's your favorite matchup? Which one are you most excited for? Honestly, I'm really, really hyped for Fnatic Damwon. I'm really hyped for TL against LNG. I hope they show up. And I think T1 top is probably my favorite matchup of all these. I think it's going to be a banger, but we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, I'm hoping that FlyQuest and G2 can take care of those emerging region teams. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens here. As always, like I said, powered by Holy. Check out that first link in the description below. Use our discount code. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.